Oh yeah, it is hot out. At least I'm wearing a hat today. Usually I don't wear a hat, so that's actually good. At least I'm wearing a hat. I didn't start my watch. Start the watch. We're gonna do an outdoor cycle. Let's see how this is gonna work. Usually I would go on the, like the wheelchair one that it's outdoor, like running, pushing pace in a wheelchair, but I'm gonna try the hand cycle one and see how it registers. Really, all we really want is my heart rate. My heart rate's at 93 right now. We want the elevation, the average speed, and we want the distance. So right now it says 283 feet, so let's see if it says how many miles. Here we go. Now again, we're not going crazy. We're just, gonna get out here, get some movement in, get my heart rate going, get some sweat going. This kind of exercise that I do right like this really helps me recover, because it's all about blood flow, man. I said it in my YouTube video that I'll be doing today. How I can recover so well and work out so much is because I fuel my body with the proper nutrients and the, obviously proteins, fats, and carbs. But really, fats are not a big. They're not a big part of like stuff like this. It's more the carbohydrates, glucose. Because that's what your body burns for energy mostly. So right now, like I said, I'm exercising and I'm training so hard for this official strongman games. My carbs are up there, 380 to 450, 500 some days, depending on how much exercise. Today, obviously after this hand cycle ride, I definitely probably will get in a good amount of carbs. I'll probably hit about 500 carbs today. I might even have like a little more calorie meal. I actually been eating really lean, so I don't know. I don't really want it to mess with my stomach. I was thinking about In-N-Out burgers with no cheese, some fries, because the fries are real potatoes. But again, man, you gotta watch that kind of stuff, no matter what, especially when you haven't had it for so long. That stuff can mess up my stomach big time, so I don't know. I'm really crucial lately sticking on my program that I'm on, eating high carbs, low fat, because that's the difference too. People don't understand. When you eat carbohydrates, say a good amount of carbohydrates or any amount of carbohydrates with fats, that's how you gain fat. It's the carbohydrates and fat together. You can eat all the carbs you want, and if you eat low fats, you'll lose weight and you'll probably be in great shape. And remember, you can get carbohydrate sources from anything. Fruit, things like that. Sugar, obviously, is a carbohydrate. You want good sugar. You don't want like processed sugar. What I mean by good sugar is coming from like fruit. I eat oranges and things like that. Strawberries are good. Blueberries are good. Kiwis are good. But I usually just drink, like if I drink juice, it's organic, non-concentrated orange juice. So I obviously that's the sugar content, but it's natural sugar from the oranges. And then I eat oranges, little like those little cuties, the little oranges. I like those better than big old oranges. But yeah, that's the kind of fruits that I eat. I just on my YouTube video, I just said it. I was fueling, getting some food in me before I took off on this exercise, because obviously I don't want to waste muscle. I need some kind of fuel in me, so when my body starts to need like energy. And plus I got this drink with me. The drink's got dextrose in it, which is a simple carbohydrate, sugar, but it's a powder, so it's gonna get right into my bloodstream right away. But I also have that with electrolytes. Thing is too, is people don't understand, just because you drink more water doesn't mean you're hydrated. Water, if you just drink plain water, it goes right through you and it can strip out more minerals out your body. You want to drink electrolytes with your water so it holds on and grabs onto the glucose that's in your muscles and in your body, because the more glucose, carbohydrates that you eat, will store in your muscles, and that's what your body will use for the energy that it needs. But remember, if you're mixing a lot of fat with that, you're pouring in a lot of fat into your cells, so now you're gonna gain weight. Like, I'm only gaining good weight. I'm gaining about a pound a week. So I'm up to 180 right now. I started this journey of trying to gain weight and muscle, get stronger, at 154 pounds. And now I'm up to 180. And again, I just look bigger because I'm filling out my muscles more with the glucose, the carbohydrates, and I'm keeping my fats low. Some days the fats do get high. I might eat a couple things that I shouldn't. Nah, I don't want to say I shouldn't, but because I'm still eating everything pretty good. All whole foods, eggs, beef. Sometimes the beef isn't as lean, like 85%. So I'm basically just getting my fast food, like whole eggs. Whole eggs, those yolks are so great, man, full of nutrients that your body needs. Yeah. So these are the little things that I'm doing every day. And people always ask, how can you work out so much? Well, that's how. I'm fueling my body properly. I'm giving my body what it needs. I need to wear this hat more often, man. It kind of shades the sun too, so I can actually kind of see. I still can't see the messages. They're too small. That's why I wear glasses, guys. I'm blind as a bat. So yeah, we'll see how today goes, man. I'd like to hit 12 miles. Last time we hit 10 miles. So I like to ride 12 miles today. Looking a little old, little scruffy. I need to shave up, but like I said, man, my days right now is basically as a professional adaptive athlete, man. That's training for a world championship strongman adaptive games in November. That's all I really do every day is eat, rest, work, train, repeat. That's what I do every day. There's no, I'm eating 4 meals a day. I haven't missed a meal in the past, we'll say 2 months. I haven't missed a meal, man. Making sure I get in my calories so I can keep recovering really well and performing with, stronger. I would say, I would love the strength gains to be gaining way more, but that's not how it works, man. Nothing is a 40-yard dash. It's all a marathon. It's over time. So we'll see how long this is gonna last. I covered the camera on the left side. Last time I was going, it's so hot out, my phone overheated. So I got you guys now on my phone. That's through Streamlabs. The app that I have on my phone, I actually have it on my iPad. I just feel like that's the easier way to stream and stuff. See comments and everything like that. But right now, these comments are really hard because they're so small. I tried to fix the font too, man, but it didn't work, I guess. I made it bigger on my iPad. I could drive around my iPad, but iPad would be huge though. It'd be bigger. It'd be like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 of my iPhones all in a square. So yeah, zone 2. When I do like some kind of exercise like this, I try to stay in zone 2. So zone 2 is if you close your mouth, you want to be able to breathe out your nose. If you can't breathe out your nose, then you're going too hard. You're not in zone 2. And then the way I can talk, obviously I'm talking to you guys, I can feel my, breath kind of, being, used, and, not as, just, a normal rate as if I was just sitting there, but nothing where I'm like, hey, you guys, I'm not like that, so this is a good pace. I can keep this pace, I'm good. Like I said, I'm not out here to try to break a record for the fastest time. I'm out here to get some miles in and get a good workout in. And like I said, help me recover my joints. Man, my elbow's been bothering me. I showed in my YouTube video that the drink that I made with electrolytes, dextrose, some collagen. I reached out to a doctor on Instagram, and he told me to take more collagen. It will help with my joints and my elbow and stuff, because my elbow's been aching me. When I start getting under real heavy loads, I failed at 215 pounds doing shoulder presses, and I usually hit up to like 245. My elbow just I push up and it just locks up, like it just doesn't want to go. And then sometimes like at nighttime, I gotta like stretch it out and kind of move it, and it like this, and it goes, and it just pops. And I'm like, oh my god, like it kind of hurts, not a lot, but it kind of feels a lot better when I pop it, like it's not sticking. Because sometimes I'll be doing something and it's like, I just feel like it's sticking there. So I kind of got like I don't know if you want how you want to call it, but like WD-40, it's like, oh, I finally did it. So that's how my elbow's been lately. In my last powerlifting meet, yeah, I don't know what happened really. I rested, I did everything before. It just didn't go well, man. Everything felt heavy as hell. I got the first lift, but they called it 375 pounds. They called it up and down, so that meaning when you come down here, because you got to hold it in the starting position until the referee says start, and you got to come down to your chest. You got to hold it with control at your chest. The referee will say press. You press back up to lockout. You got to wait until she sees or he sees you have control of the bar, and then they say rack. So as I was coming up, I felt like it got stuck, and I kind of did dip it back down and then give it a kind of good push and pushed it through lockout and waited for her to say, because there was a girl that was doing me, they were doing the referee behind me, to rack it. I racked it, and then I looked up, and I kind of thought, man, I think I'm not going to get this, and I didn't. I got 3 red lights. So I thought, I made a mistake. I can adjust my positioning and my technique, and we got the next one. So I went up to like 400 pounds, and yeah, it just didn't work out. The second attempt, I went and it just felt like I just lost control of it, and it went back down, so they grabbed it. So I was like, all right, I'll just stay there, and we'll hit this next one, get a lift in. That's all we really cared about. And then I came down on my chest, I paused it, she said press, I pressed, I got halfway up, and it felt like someone just took their hand and just pushed down the bar. And was just holding me there. And then I tried to like squeeze my lats and push in my triceps. It didn't move, man. I just shook my head. Nope, I don't got it. And they grabbed it. Yeah, so, it didn't go too well. But what can you do? What can you do? You can only do, what you can, really. That's how it goes. Especially in strength sports. It's just like training right now for the official strongman adaptive games in November. Everything I'm doing, oh man, come on. I opened up my freaking drink and just spilled it all over my lap. That's awesome. Half of it just went all over me. That's some bullshit. Let's turn that up. I don't know what that guy was doing, but he was just fucking laying there sleeping. So anyways, yeah. I'm glad I can't feel my lap because that thing is soaked. At least we didn't get rid of all of it, Just sucked, just kind of sticky from the electrolytes. Sometimes you gotta watch people like that, man. There's so much like fentanyl shit going around. There's probably fentanyl out and passed out there and shit. Usually don't see that here in my neighborhood at all, really. But yeah, I just seen that guy. Or maybe he was taking a nap. You never know, you know? You never know. So this way right now we're going downhill. This is kind of more of the downhill area. This part, not where I just was, but now this section that I'm at right now. Yeah, it's definitely hot. I'm glad that I got my hat on. I tell you, that's a game changer. A game changer. It looks like he wasn't even turning. What the hell he was gonna do? I'll stop though. Pumped the tires up. Should have showed you that. Should have showed YouTube that, but even showed you guys that. But it feels so much better with the tires pumped up, man. Got a nice, good ride. Woo! Gotta watch these cars coming out of the parking lot because they don't pay attention. We're clear up. So yeah, this little area just right here is just downhill. Now what we'll do is when we come back around, we'll come back this way. We'll go up the hill. Like I said, I do like a loop and then I'll turn around in a certain area and then I'll come back this way. I love this little like walkway and stuff they have here, man. It's like people are real active around here usually. Out walking every morning when I go on my rucks with my weighted vest. I see people out here, same people. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, nice seeing you again. Hope you have a great day. They tell me like it's awesome, really. I like this little area that I'm in. Nice and quiet around my house too. Hopefully it stays like that. We do got a guy behind us, a little partier. But you know, it's all good. As long as you don't get too crazy. You can hear them sometimes at nighttime, but we put on our fan and it's like a fan above us on the ceiling and a fan on the ground, so we get a noise. But you can hear them sometimes a little bit. You know, on the weekends they get a little bit loud, but not too bad. Don't bother me none, man. As long as you ain't hitting my doors or messing with my house. That guy's getting this. He's got to be in his 50s. It's awesome, man. That's what I mean. I love that stuff. Gotta put a little bit harder gear. See, it kind of goes up and down all through this path, man, which is really cool. Sitting on a new cushion today. I kind of been messing around creating cushions. So I have a couple bases, like the base of the cushion, and it's like you're sitting on a toilet seat. So the outside perimeter and the front where your thighs sit are on like the cushion. And then in the middle is like a hole. So your main butt bones, which usually you get pressure sores on, are really not sitting on nothing. And then on top of it, I have a honeycomb cushion. I believe in honeycombs, man. I drove to Las Vegas, Nevada, about 8 hours on that cushion, never even getting up other than to get out and get gas. I never lifted up, nothing. Nothing was wrong with my butt, man. No red sores, no nothing. Same way on the way back. I drove all the way, one stop for gas. Nothing, man. My butt was perfect. And I had a pressure sore back in the day. God, I'd say I want to say over 5 years, man. I had a pressure sore when I first got hurt. Had surgery done on it because it was so bad. And my sacrum, for laying in my coma, not moving me. They couldn't move me because my body was so damaged through all the trauma that I went through from the accident. But I'm telling you right now, I had that sore for over 5 years. And I basically healed it up myself, getting off of it, creating cushions that wouldn't put pressure on it when I was up on it, and it healed up, man. And you can just see the scar from that and it's pretty big. It was a pretty big hole, I'm not gonna lie. But I cured it without having to have surgery because I did not want to have surgery. I just knew I was gonna have to change my whole life, get off my butt, plan every day throughout the day, just like I do everything else. You know, that I'm gonna have to get off it for like hours. I first started getting, like when I first got it healed, I'd only let myself get up an hour in a day. So I get up like 30 minutes in the morning, get some food, and then I have someone bring some food to me later on, and then 30 minutes later on that night. And then, I did that for like a week. And then as the weeks would, go on, I would increase it a little bit each week. And then, finally when I was up in my chair full time, I would make sure I do pressure relief. That's lifting up, relieving that pressure on your butt for a certain amount of time. So I would do that, throughout the whole day. It was like a workout. I literally would just do dips in my wheelchair. I'd literally just do dips in my wheelchair. And it worked out, man. I closed that freaking pressure sore. Very, very cautious now to this day. So right now I'm sitting on a different cushion, trying it out, seeing how, what happens. So after I'm done riding, what I'll do is I would go into my bedroom, hold on my pants, and then put a mirror and see how my butt looks, see if it's red. That's how you know there's been pressure there. So doing the research, really, a cushion is because there's pressure builds up in that area, and that's how your skin breaks down. Bed sore. I'm sure you guys know more of it. It's called a bed sore. And people get bed sores for not moving in the bed and stuff. Well, that's kind of what happens. So with a honeycomb cushion, it has nothing but holes through it. So what happens is the air can flow through there more, and your butt doesn't get as hot in some areas. So the pressure doesn't break down. So that's beneficial right there. I'd love to create these cushions. Now, the honeycombs that I bought are a little bit smaller than I would like the width of it. So I'm just trying that out just to see how it would work. But the one that I have in my car is like a 2.4 inch honeycomb cushion, gel cushion. It's basically a gel that has holes through it so it can just breathe better. Now I want to get some more of the 2.4 inch, but really I like to get like a 3 inch, and then you can even get a 4 inch to have more, because you're gonna sink in it. It's like gel, so it's kind of really soft. They have some that are soft. Like there's this cushion called the purple cushion, and the purple cushion is actually it's more expensive, but it's supposed to be real good because it's, again, relieves the pressure because it has the airflow, but the material of the gel is really, really soft. So that's kind of beneficial too right there. I need to get I have a couple bases. So what I would do is I would have a company make those for me, the bases, and then I would just take, Velcro onto the thing and obviously cut the gel or the honeycomb cushions, the width of the base, whatever. So you gotta remember, people have different size cushions. Some have 15 width, 14 width, 16 width, 18 width, and then the depth. The depth is from basically underneath your legs, from your knees to the back of your butt bone, or not. I'm sorry, your sacrum. So however long it is, so like I said, mine's 16 by 16, 16 width, 16 depth of a cushion. So I would have to have all those made, like that. But I'm telling you, I think that could really help people out. And obviously the bases are kind of designed so like your legs kind of sit in them. So obviously having the honeycomb up on top, when you sit on it, it kind of forms like that. It gives you a little bit more better pelvis, a little bit more pelvis support, back straighter. Because right now I feel actually straighter, even though I'm kind of tilted back in this. Being on this cushion and what I just designed, I do feel a little bit more comfortable sitting on this cushion. So like I said, I just gotta get used to it because it's a little bit lower. It's like 1.7 inch of a thickness of a honeycomb. I would rather sit on like the 2.4s or the 3s. And even 4. So what I would do is you buy 2 2-inch cushions, and that's the next like experiment. Can't even talk. That I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy 2 2-inch honeycomb cushions. I'm just gonna put them on top of each other with no base. I'm just gonna have those sit on that for a couple weeks and see how my butt reacts to it, how it looks. Obviously, that doing things like that, you have to check it a couple of times throughout the day. And I'm willing to do that because I believe that that's the one thing about being paralyzed or anything in a wheelchair, sitting too long. You can get a pressure sore, and that breakdown can really mess up your life. You can get infections, you can get just a hard life because of that. So, I would like to create those cushions because I definitely believe when I sat on that cushion. So there's a girl that I know. Her name's Darlene Hunter. She's really a big advocate for spinal cord injuries, people in wheelchairs, people with disabilities. She helps out with sports. She owns, I can't even tell you, so many nonprofits. Person I would actually look up to, man, to be honest. She's a great person. And she just fights for the rights of people with disabilities. And she's sat on a honeycomb her whole time of being paralyzed. Now, she got paralyzed when she was a child. Never had a breakdown on her butt. Never. And I've never seen her do pressure relief. I've never seen her do nothing like that. And yeah, she said nothing. She's never had a problem. So I just really thought about that. I'm like, well, what's the difference with that? So I started doing the research, and it's the airflow. The airflow, because it's basically gel with holes all through it. The cushion alone, so it can breathe better. So you don't really get a lot of pressure in that area of where our main pressure is being pushed down when we're sitting. So yeah, I want to develop a couple cushions like that. Hopefully we can get them going, get them patented. Hey, I appreciate it. I can see. Okay, I can just see now. Someone's been saying a whole bunch of stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Just out getting some nice sun. Got my hat on so my head don't burn. Usually I never put the hat on, but it definitely helps out. But I can't see, man. I'm so sorry. It's so bright out here. Even if I stop in the shade. No, it's so small. I can't see. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much for your support. I got some more YouTube videos being created right now. I got one going down tomorrow. Shows the event of all the events that I'll be training, or I'm training right now for the official Strongman Adaptive Games in November. Just showing you basically how say like a professional adaptive athlete trains all the time, man. Like I used to be a professional back in the day, get sponsorship and stuff like that. I'm back on that journey just to see. I'm 41 now, so it's not as easy. There's a lot of young bucks out there. But I feel like age is just a number. The only difference that I'm doing now is I'm really paying attention to, and I said this earlier, my nutrition and my recovery. Back then I used to just eat. Now I'm eating the proper foods, the proper things to recover me, getting in good hydration through electrolytes and stuff, and my recovery. Days that I'm like, oh, I can push through it, I just don't do it anymore. Today, this isn't bad to me. You guys can hear me talking. I'm talking pretty good. I'm not like, you guys, so that's how you know I'm not really going too hard. I'm just going at a good pace that I can feel a good sweat, get my muscles nice and warm. Blood flow helps recover your tendons, your muscles that you break down when you're working out, because people don't understand, but you don't build muscle when you work out. All you do is break down muscle. You're eating food, nutrition, good nutrition, and recovery, resting, but you want to be kind of moving. Like I said, not too much, but just enough. My front of my hand cycle is a little shorter, so it's a little bit harder to turn. I actually, when I bought this, I measured it wrong, and I got a shorter frame than I needed, but I spent so much money on this when I saved it up for it. I ain't buying another one right now. This is all I got, so I'm just going to do what I can. Shoot, I love the one that goes off-road, and it's like $10,000 plus. They go up to 20 grand. That's like a fucking brand new car. Crazy. But anyways, yeah, that's how I, that's the new me, I really focus on my recovery and nutrition. Just like to lift up a little bit, relieve that pressure on my butt. Been sitting for a while still, no matter how good the cushion is. I still think, moving like that here and there, just kind of shifting the pressure off of that spot where it's at helps. Another thing is now that I've been paralyzed 23 years, my legs kind of start to shake, and that's how I know when something's wrong, man. If I gotta use the bathroom, and like I said, sometimes I don't even, that doesn't even work. Sometimes I've already used the bathroom on myself. Yeah, it's a shitty life of being paralyzed, man. You fucking never know. But yeah, I'm still going on, man. Life's been very hard for me. I'm still going forward strong, trying to do the best I can. Gonna go down a gear a little bit. We're going up now. See, now we're going uphill. So what we're gonna do now, because that's the way I took this route, is we're gonna go down my back street by my house and go the opposite way to the main. We're gonna go to the main road where we just came from, and go backwards where we just came. Let me check my watch. Yeah, 4.3 miles right now. 4.31 miles. Let me see my heart rate's at. Heart rate is at 128. Whew, not bad. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, I'm out here in this heat. The heat's definitely taking a lot of energy out of me. That's like working out in the garage. Lately, I can only be in there for so long because, man, it just beats the shit out of me with that heat. Like I said, when I get older, man, you can feel it. Gotta rest. I did some heavy weight yesterday. I worked up to a 465 pound. I'll put that on my story on Twitch. I'll make sure I put it up later on. 465 pound seated deadlift. Talk about how I can feel that in my back, in my central nervous system. That was freaking outrageous. So in the competition, what they'll do is they'll start off at 315 pounds, and then if you do that lift, they'll say good. You go down. There'll be side people. There'll be like people loading on the side. They'll add 50 pounds, and you'll go again 365. Then you do that, you go up another 50 pounds, which I did 415 pounds. I did that one pretty good. And then I added another 50 pounds. Now remember, I did this all myself, which will be on my YouTube video. It shows it all. I do kind of cut out showing you me loading it nonstop. I just kind of clips of me doing it. In the beginning, I show you me loading it, how it takes me time and all that stuff, getting it all together. But then as I start to do it, I just show you me doing the main lifts. But yeah, so I got to 465 and I got it. I'm screaming. That was fucking hell, man. That was hard. But one thing is I probably could have done another 50 pounds just to try it. I don't know if I would have got it because it was very hard. I could definitely feel it pulling on my traps. I can definitely feel it pulling on my spine. I learned to put like a belt around me, like kind of like a full like abdominal belt and then another belt underneath a little bit to give it more stability on my back. And I kind of wear it higher where my rods are at. I have rods and screws in my back. And actually, my rods have been broken for over 18 years. Yeah. I've shown a video. I think I showed a picture. I'll have to show that too. A picture of that, of my broken rods. To this day, it's still broken. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. You know, I'm just that kind of person, man. It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me to a point where I can't handle it. And I just don't want to have surgery, man. Unless I really, really, really needed to. Then I would have surgery. But yeah, so anyways. So yeah, that video will going up tomorrow about 4 a.m. on YouTube. Again, if you guys want to support me, man, you can check out Rucker Apparel. I actually have the links in my Twitch. Rucker Apparel, live life to the fullest. I got hats, I got shirts, chains on it. I got some joggers with my logo on it. I got a zip-up hoodie with my logo on it. Some other crazy, some designs that I like and do on some shirts. But yeah, man, just support me. It'd be awesome. But if not, hey, no worries. Appreciate you guys being here again. Thank you. I can see all those comments, man. I see everybody hitting me up. I really appreciate that love. I do try to stream as much as I can. I'm not gonna lie. Some days, I'm just not in the mood to stream. I'm just not in the mood to do anything. I might go in and get a workout in, but I'm just not really there, man. It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. Everybody thinks I'm like go jolly or fucking, happy every day. Not really. Some days I wake up and I just hate my life. It's like, gotta do this shit again. Gotta use the bathroom again. Gotta, pick up my dead legs. Can't do some of the things that I used to be able to do. It was so easy. Now it's like a freaking obstacle. It's just like when I was loading up the bar for me to do deadlift.
36 minutes, 27 seconds.
5 miles. So that's pretty cool. So we go back around, that'd be 10 miles. So what we just did was 5 miles. If we do that again, that should be another 10 miles. I want to hit 12 miles today. Like I said, trying to feel the phone. Sorry if I put my hand over the camera, but I just want to feel it, man, because last time it just shut off on me. It overheats. So I might have to get in the shade for a minute and let it cool down. Which you can probably do that when we get up here. Which I spilt out half my dang drink. That was bull crap. This never happened before. It did this time. They don't pay attention, so yeah, no worries. This guy's gonna go too. You going? Come on. He's listening to his Mexican music, not even paying attention, man. He's telling me to go. I'm like, no, you go, man. You're already halfway on the road. Just go. He said thank you though, so that's, at least he was polite. Yeah, man, you gotta watch too in this damn world, bro. Our world was never the way it was back when I was younger. I never went to school and worried about someone coming in and shooting up the school or anything like that, man. A lot of the shit that's happening now didn't really happen then. I grew up in Michigan, close to Detroit, and actually we lived in Detroit for a very long time, me and my family with my grandma. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. But, the people around you got used to, you being there and just seeing the person that you were. And again, we didn't have to worry about the shit we worry about now, man. Yeah, I hope this world gets better, man, and people can just love and respect people, not be hateful. But it is what it is. I've been burned by a lot of people and some friends, man, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm very cautious about who I friend with, I have a friendship with, and the people that I do stuff for, help them out, because I did that before and I got burnt, man. I got people, friends that stole from me and ripped me off, and yeah. So I'm just very careful of what I do now, man. sad though that that's how we have to be. But I definitely still try to, no matter what, man, I still try to put out as much positivity as I can, no matter if I'm some days not being positive. And that's a big ass wasp. Whoa, he got me, told you. He seen me, was like, hey. Dude just grabbed out of my arm. He went behind me. I feel like I keep seeing him in my peripherals behind me. He's laying and ran my damn arm. You know, I flicked him off, man. Get off me before he bit me. Whew, that would have not been fun. But I definitely just try. That's my new thing lately. Is I've been trying to show people, you know, living with a spinal cord injury and just things I have to go through and things I have to do. You know, and hopefully it inspires and motivates them that, hey, you know, look at this fucking guy. His life's gotta suck. And he's still doing it. Let's get in the sun. Let's get in the shade for a minute. Gonna get in the shade for a second. Try to lock my tires. Take a drink real quick. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that's what I can do, you know? Hopefully I can inspire and motivate people to just live their best life, man. Nothing's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be perfect. Some days are gonna be shitty. You're not gonna want to do anything. You're gonna be angry. It happens, man. I'm telling you that. It happens. It's okay. Just pick yourself up and do the best you can and keep moving forward in a positive way. I can't believe that. That thing was full. I leaked all that shit all over my legs. Great. At least we still got some fuel, right? But yeah, like I said, man, just pick yourself back up. Get back to the positiveness. Forget about what happened or what you didn't do. And keep moving forward. That's what matters. Yeah, it's a little hot. That screen's a little hot. We'll sit here for a second and hopefully... Yeah, I can see, man, you guys are saying stuff, but I can't see a damn thing, man. Woo, it's so bright out here. We're at about 6 miles, 96% my heart rate. Let me see what the weather is right now. The weather is... It's not letting me do it. 90. It says it's 90 out right now. Lift up, clear that pressure I was talking about for a little bit. Just want to be safe, especially me being on a new cushion. You know, I don't want any breakdowns or anything like that, but I'm definitely trying out that new cushion, one of the cushions that I developed, to see how it's going to be. And yeah, man, I feel like it's going to be good. Like I said, I need to get, when I can afford it, I need to get a couple more higher, more thicker honeycomb cushions, because I'd like to try those. These 1.7 inches, I'd like a little thicker. A little thicker would be great. I got two 1.7s, but I've got them on two different cushions that I'm trying out. So the one base is more of a hole. It's a deeper hole. And then the other one's not so deep. So I'm trying them on both to see. And then the cushion that I built, that I sit on every day, was basically from two cushions. So, like, that cost me, cost me, we'll say, $500 each, about, if not more. So that's probably over $1,000 cushion. Unreal, right? Crazy. So my insurance finally just started paying for stuff. So I had to pay for those myself. They only give you like a cushion and a damn chair every 10 years or so, every 7 years. But so I bought my own, you know, cushion and stuff after I saved up some money and everything. And yeah, putting that cushion together, it works out really well. It's like a thicker gel. It's got that base I'm talking about with a thicker, with a deeper hole. So I'm sitting on. So basically, my bones that can take more pressure are taking the pressure from the cushion, and then the pressure like on my butt bones ain't so much. pretty good. Like I said, it's pretty good. So far, so good. I've been on that now for over a year and a half. But I've been trying out these other cushions, so I've been switching cushions to see. And then the cushion, I don't sit on really nothing without a cushion, to be honest. My butt is so bony. It's not worth getting a pressure sore, man. Because a pressure sore for someone like me, because my blood flow in my legs, it just doesn't flow as good. So something that can take 2 weeks to heal takes me like 6 months to heal. And like I said, that pressure sore that I had in my butt, man, took over 5 years to heal. Probably because I was also stubborn. I get up on it too much, or, you know, more than what I needed to, but it happens, you know. The main thing is I took care of it, so that's what matters, really. As long as, you know, I'm still doing good and healthy, I'm going to try to live and try to compete, try to work out as long as I can, man. I don't care what age I get. It makes me feel good about myself. That's all I really care about. Competing just puts me a little bit more, you know, on myself. I believe it helps with like my cognitive, dealing with stressful environments, because think about it, man, competing is stressful. My mentor always said is, if you want to be healthy, don't compete, because you got to go above and beyond to be, you know, great, the best in the world in any competition. But I believe, you know, that stuff just helps me out in my life with, you know, the hardships that I have to deal with of being paralyzed and things like that. So, you know, again, I hope I can make people see in their eyes, you know, through mine and through my videos and stuff and my lives, that, you know, 23 years ago, my whole life changed. My whole half of my body was taken from me. The ability to use the bathroom the normal way, and now I gotta use objects, and I gotta use like medicine for things, and so I don't piss on myself. And you know, I put up a video like suppositories and enemas to use the bath, to help me use the bathroom. God, that shit used to so bother me back in the day. I hated it. But here I am talking about it, and here I am trying to show people that, you know, life goes on. If I didn't take care of that stuff the way I should, I need to, it'd be a lot harder situation. I'd be having shit on myself and piss all over me. I mean, I did that for years, man, when I first got paralyzed, because I didn't really know anything about me like that. I was trying to figure it out, and it was hard. And I used to work at a grocery store. God, man, I can't even tell you. I used to piss myself like fucking 6 times in a damn day, because I would drink so much fluid, and I just, you know, didn't really realize that I can't feel that. So yeah, you probably, you know, need to go every so many, you know, hours, and I had to wait like 4 or 5 hours, but that was already too late. So yeah, you live and learn, man. All my failures, no matter what they have been in life, they've helped me to be where I'm at, and that's all I really want now in my life, man, is peace. I just want to live happy. I'm not gonna lie, some days it's even hard for me to live happy. I'm so pissed off at the world and the life that I have to live. You know, doing this right now, like this relieves my fucking stress. This relieves, you know, all the bad shit that I think about and how woe is me, my fucking life. But this is why I do this stuff, man. It keeps me occupied. It keeps me not thinking about the bullshit, you know? My health and how half my body don't work. Just tons of shit, man. Here I am. Still fighting. Still trying to do the best I can. Oh, I got sweat in my eye. We're gonna stop in the shade over here for a minute. I gotta try to clean this sweat out my eyes, like it's like burning. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. All right. Should have wore a bandana underneath my hat, to be honest, so I can collect the sweat. I have like these headbands that just go right here, so they kind of help out. What time is it? 1:40. I'm in mountain time, so my time's different here. All right. Whoo, here we go. We're gonna have to do a video here in a minute for this YouTube. Adventures with Ruck. On my YouTube channel, it's Adventures with the Ruck Show. Just like it is on Twitch, baby, the Ruck Show. This is my show. Come along. Sorry, that was nasty, but yeah, I need to get that spit out. I'm gonna go into a lighter gear because now we're going uphill. Here we are. So remember I was telling you guys earlier, if you're still paying attention or still been here, we were going down here and we were just flying down here. Now we're going up. Got to make sure I don't go too high up, because when I go to the last gear down there by my feet, it pops off the chain, man. I've had that happen quite a few times, and let me tell you, that's not fun. It's like, oh boy, I'm sitting here, I'm strapped in, there's no way I can just stand up and fix it, you know what I mean? So I had to fix it from this position I'm in right now quite a few times. Yeah, not gonna talk too much right now because I'm definitely gonna be breathing heavy going up this hill. This is up this hill. Whew, this is definitely a nice little hill. This is a nice chest workout, shoulder workout, triceps, and even upper back. Like my upper back traps and rear delts. All right, we have a green light. We're going for it. We're going. Please don't hit me. Thank you, God. Woo! Come on. We're not stopping. We're gonna get this, guys. We got this. See, I'm just still trying to just try to keep a nice pace. Nothing too crazy. Going up the hill is a little crazy though, but and here we are back to Wilderness Trail. Now we're on the back trail. It goes behind all these houses back here. I love this little trail, man. This is really one reason why I love my area where I live in. Because I love this trail. I can leave my house and hit these trails like literally in a minute. 1 minute from my house to the trail, boom, I'm there. Probably even sooner on this hand cycle. Again, thank you guys so much for coming in, supporting, listening to me ramble on today. Just an active recovery day. You're like, active recovery? What the fuck? But yeah, just out here having fun, man. This shit keeps me going in life. Yeah, you know, I said this in many videos. I don't know who I'd be or where I'd be if I didn't have the ability of my arms to be able to do what I can do. I really don't, man. Because this is what has kept me going. You know, I've always been into sports. I've always done tons of stuff. I wanted to go to college when I was younger, playing football. And I'm not even going to say the pros, I'll say the minor pros, arena football. I was trying to make arena football. Like, I wasn't even trying to be a professional NFL player. I was trying to be an arena. Play arena, that's like minor pro. That's what I was trying to make. I just love sports. You know, and to be honest, working out, I got more into working out as I got older. But it first just started to make me stronger in football, and then also wrestling. Now, in high school, I wrestled a little bit, but I got into some, stupid shit and got with some wrong people. But I still was doing a style of wrestling called freestyle, and I did freestyle on the weekends all the time with my cousins. Actually, one of my cousins, her name is Brandy. She's a girl. She used to be one of the best in the nation, and actually in the world. She made it, man, pretty far. And she's last time I heard, she was actually a coach for a women's wrestling team out in North Carolina. But even though I wasn't wrestling for high school, I was wrestling for freestyle. I like freestyle more too than folk style. Folk style is a form of wrestling in high school and college and stuff. But freestyle, you can do more throws and everything. So I could literally like pick someone up and slam them on the mat and not get in trouble. You can't do that in folk style. You'll get penalized. Here's this dude walking, dude. What the fuck is going on? I don't have a knife or anything with me. Alright. If he attacks me, guys, you'll see this live. Call the police. And I'm gonna use my jujitsu. Break his arm or something, break his neck. Literally just shooting people just to shoot them, stabbing people just to stab them. Fucking world is crazy, dude. God bless this world. God bless everybody, for real. I wish you all the best. I wish we didn't have to worry about stuff like this. But that's why we have the dividing of countries and stuff. Because there's so many different people and so many different beliefs and laws. And yeah. Without laws, can you imagine how our world would really be? Woo! Crazy to think about it. Alright, back to some positive stuff. We don't want to talk about that shit no more. I try to keep that shit out of me, man. It just messes with my head. Where are we at right now? Damn, we're only at 7.33 miles. What? Okay. So when we loop all the way around, should hit about 5. I'm gonna try to take a trail that's gonna lead me to 12 miles. Tomorrow I'm not working out. Tomorrow's a rest day. Completely rest day. I might get up and go for a ruck. But other than that, that's it, man. I ain't gonna do too much. We still on live? Because like I said, I don't know, man. Sometimes this phone overheats. It's pretty hot right now. The screen's like really smoking hot. I'm gonna have to pull in some shade, I think. How far we got the guy behind us? Is he pretty far behind us? There's a little patch of shade right here so we can get into. Let me just get the phone into it. And there we go. Alright, yeah. I still can't read that, man. I'm fucking blind as a bat. We stopped, so we might as well get a drink. Thank you guys all so much for coming in. Yeah, it's not as cold anymore, but hey, still got some liquid. Like I said, with the electrolytes in it, that really helps, man. I can just feel myself sweating. And then when I'm done too, I'll take a drink of electrolytes, some dextrose again, to refuel everything I just got out of me. Because even though I'm drinking this, it's just sweating right back out of me, to be honest. Let me lift up for like 30 seconds. Clear that pressure on that booty. You gotta understand, man, there's so much to think about and so much to worry about when you're paralyzed. You know, pressure sores are number one. even having my shoes on too tight, I can get pressure sores and on my feet. Like, you got to watch. You know, it's not just, oh, he's in a wheelchair, he can't walk. There's so much things to worry about, you know. That's one thing too why I started really watching what I eat, because when I would do some of those challenges that I would put up on my YouTube channel, I'm not gonna lie, I'd pay for those. Like, those would definitely mess with me the next couple of days. Yeah, I've even had accidents on myself after it, you know, the next day, because usually I would go to the bathroom like every third day or something. And yeah, sometimes doing those, those eating things, they just didn't work out that way. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was not good. Shouldn't have done that. But hey, what can you do, man, right? The thing I say is learn from it. Just like failures, if you fail, learn from that failure or why you failed and try to correct it. That's the thing I try to do too. You know, I only have a couple friends, to be honest. And really, like, my friendship to someone and the way I am a friend to someone is just, you know, I'm a good friend, dude. I'm there to just, you know, be there for you. And that's like my buddy James Patton. Me and him got really close over the years. I think he realized what a true friend I am. You know, I reach out to him all the time, man. Hey, how you doing, man? Every day's good. You know, if you're going through some hard times, stay positive, man. Things will work out. And he does the same thing for me. Those are true friends, you know, helping each other out, because life's fucking hard. You know what I mean? Like, but again, I told you guys earlier, you gotta watch some of those friends. Some friends are shiesty. Some friends are, you know, just don't give a shit, or, you know, really ain't a good friend. So you just gotta watch out. That's why I don't really have friends, man. I'm kind of a loner. I have a little circle. My circle's little, because I don't want to trust someone that I gotta worry about, or I gotta watch my back, or, you know, don't respond to me when I try to talk to them, or, you know, just anything like that. It's just, I'm just trying to be a good person. Growing up, I was a bad person for many years. Thought I was a tough guy when I was younger. Asshole. Did some mean things. I'm not proud of it, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can only try to do the best that I can do as I move forward in life. That's my main goal. And when I became paralyzed, it's been very hard, and that's my whole thing now, is showing people about spinal cord injuries, helping other people with spinal cord injuries, showing them that life sucks, but you gotta find something that's gonna keep you going, find something that's gonna, you know, make you happy. Man, I watch people on TikTok, on YouTube, they play fucking video games. There's a guy who's a professional video gamer, Rocky No Hands. He's a quad, he plays with his mouth. Probably one of the best fucking players I've ever seen. And he plays with his mouth. Like, it's not even just he plays with his hands, he plays with his mouth. He's fucking good. He didn't get signed to be a professional gamer for nothing, dude. And then there's other, and then all of a sudden I started following him, and then I just started getting a whole bunch of people that would play with their mouth and stuff on TikTok. And I follow all of them. I go into their lives, and I support them. You know, like I said, I'm a different person. I don't care if you don't support me. I'm gonna support who I want to support. You know, so that's who I am. Just like my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel. If you follow me, I probably follow you back, because even if you don't have an account, I'm just supporting you because you're supporting me by following me and helping me out with my, you know, community of, you know, friends and stuff, and people to inspire and motivate. So I want to do the same thing for you, and if that's the way I can do that, then that's how I do that. Clear. Got a car coming right now behind us. Didn't even seem like he wanted to slow down, man. Whoa. 8.24 miles. So we got what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 4 more miles to go. A little bit less than 4 more miles, but we can do this. We're gonna probably stop in the shade again That's how I'll keep this live going, let the phone cool down for a little bit as I stop in the shade. So this little area right here, we're going downhill right now. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this route. We're gonna go back the way we just went, but we're gonna cut through a path that's gonna take us through like a park up to the back path. So we'll do that. A lot of paths around here, okay? Pretty cool. To be able to maneuver through all this, to be honest. So I believe at the end when I turn the corner, it should be shaded there. Stop for a minute. To be honest, this feels great right now. There's wind in my head. My head's not bald, but I need to shave it because I got some hair growing in. 41, man. Top of my head don't grow anymore like it used to. It's a lot different being the age. Like I said, I still feel young. You know, with all the exercise and stuff I can do, I feel like that's what's keeping me young, to be honest. I definitely believe in it, man. Exercise and building strength can go a long ways. Alright, so see, here we are. We're in shade right now. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to do some another pressure relief. Just like I said, I'm being extra cautious because of the fact that I'm on this cushion. You know, it's a new cushion. I don't want to take... I want to take, precautions so I don't, get a pressure sore just being on it. But I feel like it's great anyways. I feel like it's actually doing really good. My posture feels great in it. Usually I can have feelings like... It's hard to explain to you because I'm a complete paraplegic. I mean, my spinal cord is completely severed. I can't feel. If you stab me in my leg, I wouldn't be able to feel that. The only reason I would know is because my leg would start freaking out and shit. And over time, if I bled, I would obviously feel a little woozy and shit. But I can't feel. You know how like if you're able-bodied and you're sitting down and your butt starts to get numb and tingly, you get up, right? You don't just sit there. Well, I can't feel that. But I do get these phantom pains. Phantom pains are the worst because they can never go away. Back in the day, I used to abuse alcohol and drugs, try to numb myself, plus because I was depressed and hated my life. But I would always take drugs and stuff and painkillers that the doctor would give me. And then I started abusing them because I'm fucking high, But I'm going to tell you this. The pain never went away. It was still the same. So what would I do? I'd take more. And you just get high for a little bit. So basically you're just high. It's the only reason why you're maybe not feeling it because you're high. You're just in this fucking world oh man, I'm fucking floating. And then the pain would be there again. So I take more. Phantom pain. I talked to a doctor finally that listened to me and he said it's phantom pain. You have phantom pain that you will never get rid of. You're going to have to figure out in a positive way to deal with it. Because I can feel sometimes with the phantom pain, if I'm sitting for a while, my butt starts to tingle. I feel that feeling of it tingling. Or it feels hot. So I lift up. Now, can I literally feel that? I don't know, man. Because I've literally sat on things that have stabbed me in my ass and I didn't even know until later I went home. Here, I'll give you guys a story. One time, I was out with my mom and my wife. And, I was doing this these calisthenics movements and shit at a park, and I freaking cut my ball. One of the bars had a piece of metal sticking out, and it cut my ball, and I didn't even know until I went home and I was changing for bed, and dude, there was blood everywhere. My ball was just gushing blood. So I called my mom in. Oh my God, Moms, what the hell's going on? I think she was visiting me when I lived in Texas, and yeah, it was fucking unbelievable. I could have bled to death. Did I know that? No. The only reason I knew is because I seen it. And there I was. I cut my ball sack and didn't even know, Hey, I don't know what you're saying, man, but hey, I bet you're listening to the story holy shit. Yeah. It's the truth, man. There's so many things you got to watch and pay attention to. But me sitting down, sometimes I got that phantom pain. So I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I get it because it's being on my butt sitting in a certain position for so long, it starts to feel a different feeling that I just what the fuck is all going on? It starts to hurt. So I lift up. They say it's phantom pain. I don't think I intentionally feel it, but yeah, it hurts. So I just lift up, clear that pressure for a while, kind of let and then it kind of goes away. And then there you go. I'm like, okay, I'm back to, doing whatever I got to do and sitting down for a little bit. Which is weird because I didn't feel none of that in the beginning. My legs, when I first got paralyzed, my legs just felt numb. And they felt just like, they just felt like they're numb and dead, really. And over time, I started to learn to feel these feelings, and that's what happened. Someone just texted me. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for the messages. I hope you did give me enough room to get in. Well, thanks for the support, Jubu. But yeah, man, like I said, that's like now, like I said, like sometimes I can get a weird feeling in my belly, and I know I gotta take a poop. But sometimes I don't feel that, man. It just happens. And there's nothing that I can do about it. I'm just being real on this fucking stream. There's nothing that I can do about it. I cannot feel that, man. My spinal cord, I'm one of the worst cases for someone being paralyzed. My spinal cord is completely severed. There is no technology out there to regenerate my spinal cord back together. There just isn't. I don't care what anybody says. Stem cells don't work like that. Stem cells work more for neurons. So if you have an incomplete spinal cord, where meaning your spinal cord is damaged, but your spinal cord is still together, the neurons are damaged and not working. So the stem cell can help regenerate those neurons over time. Stem cells cannot regenerate a severed spinal cord, meaning there's a gap between my spinal cord. They cannot create the cells there, the spinal cord cells that it needs to. It's just that is impossible. And that's the thing. Now, there's things that they're trying right now that I read on, that they're actually putting in to connect your spine to your spinal cord if it's like mine severed. But they still can't get it right, because you got to remember how many. I don't know if it's more than 1 million, but I'll just say there's 1 million nerves that run in a spinal cord that's like this big, something this big in your back, that runs from your head all the way down to your toes, behind, on your back, behind your spine. Your spine bone is what protects your spinal cord. Mine shattered and broke, which when I got ejected from my work vehicle and I tried to land on my feet, I flew 50 feet up in the air. They estimated I had to fly 50 feet up in the air to break my back the way I did. So I guess I could try to come down and land on my feet. I don't remember none of that, to be honest. I was out. I was blacked out. I don't remember none of it. Oh, there's freaking sprinklers over there. Shit. I should have went on that side. That would have been great, right? Woo, that would have been good. All right, let's do one more break in this shade right here. Take another drink. We're finishing up. You see how many miles we're at. So then I know how far I can probably go. We're at 9 miles. So we got about 3 more miles to go. I think I can know this route that we can take. There'll be 3 more miles. So if we go over a little bit more 3 miles, that's okay. Like I said, I don't feel too bad. I feel pretty good. Even though this shit's hot as hell, still tastes good. The electrolytes are literally like giving me my fuel to keep on going, man. I'm telling you, man, this is the stuff that I learned in college and through online courses and stuff. And even, some of the best people in the fitness industry that I follow, they taught me this stuff about, I follow all the top athletes. My number one inspiration is Stan Efferding. That guy, 56 years old. I think he's 56. He might be 58, to be honest. Yeah, I think he is 58. Still jacked as shit, shredded. Has one of the best nutrition books out there, The Vertical Diet. I'm telling you, man, it'll change your life. Show you everything you need to help you stay sickness and disease free, living a great life. He's got all different kinds of programs in the book. Tells you everything. Has literally research on the side of the book. He has a ebook that you can actually buy and just click on it in the ebook, and it just takes you right to the YouTube videos or the data of it all. Changed my life. Shows you if you want to be a vegan, vegetarian, anything, man. He's got it all in there, and he will make you better with your. He's got high blood pressure fix kits. He's got high sugar fix kits. Teaches you, man, how to just live the best, healthiest life that you can. I'm telling you, it's changed my life. It really has, man. 41 years old. Like I said, I hope I'm still at 51 years old, talking to you guys, doing these lives, still working out, still competing. I probably won't be as strong as I am now, and but hey, you know what? I don't care. If I can still do it, that's a plus to me. This is what keeps me going, man. I feel like, anything else in life, it's like you get lost and like, what can you do? So I set goals up like this every day just to better myself and better my life. People are just staring at me like I'm a weirdo. I love it. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right, we got 3 more miles. 3 more miles. We're going to take this trail. So, like, 2 streets over to my left will be my house, that way toward my house. But we're going to keep going to the back trail. We can take the back trail up. I don't know if it's going to be to the first park or the second park. We can cut through the park, and then from there we can start heading back to my house, and that should end up being 3 miles. I've done these routes so much, I kind of know what I'm going to, do, and what exactly the route I should do for however many miles I want left. Ooh, my camera's hot as heck. You just think it's just sitting on me, but it's like, it's out in the sun. The sun's just not that beating on it. Someone driving 4-wheeler that just went across the road down my street. That's funny. We got people that ride 4-wheelers. We got people that, I might actually take the camera, stick it underneath here to let it cool down a little bit. I spent a lot of money on that damn camera, to be honest. And this phone. Spent a lot of money on this phone, but these phones just overheat. They'll go back to normal if they overheat. But I think we've been doing pretty good going in the shade, giving it some rest. But anyways, like what I was saying was, these people go up and down my damn street with 4-wheelers and freaking dirt bikes like flying around. And it just makes me mad because it's like, ain't there a speed limit for, normal cars? So why isn't there a speed limit for these fucking 4-wheelers and dirt bikes? They sound like they're fucking flying up and down the street. One guy does wheelies and shit. He's got to be doing 60 miles an hour. So cross the road, and head up this back trail. Drink opened up on me. We don't want this to spill on me again. It's all good. I gotta take a shower anyways, man. I'm drenched. One thing too is as I get older, no matter what, even if I sweat a little bit in the day, I get like this. Like feels like a foam over my skin. It just makes me feel like, I gotta take a shower every night before I go to bed. Get all nice and clean. If we get in bed, it just feels so good. Sleep well. So I can feel it now. I just now started feeling, I'm not gonna lie. I can feel it in my biceps, my shoulders, my chest, and my upper traps. Cause like every time you do this, it's like you're shrugging. It's like I'm shrugging up. You feel it in my upper traps and the back of them. Yesterday was a pretty hard training session. So this week coming up, I'm only going to train 3 days a week. I've been training 4 because I've been training the events. So I work out 3 days, and then I have the 4th day as the event day, which I'll practice the events that will be in the competition, the official Strongman Games. But the thing is I've been doing pretty damn heavy with those things. So I'm going to give myself a little break on that. only work out 3 days working my muscles, but I did put in, instead of doing it all in one day, I threw in 1 or 2 of those workouts throughout those 3 days, throughout the week. So I will be hitting them, just not at maximum weight. Like I said, my body, there's no way I could try to do a heavier 465 pound deadlift. So I mean, even if I add it up to 495, there's no way. My body will not be able to take it. I can actually end up hurting myself or really damage my central nervous system. So I need to take a break on the heavy weight, still get in some stimulus in the movements. You can do a decent amount of weight for more reps, still leaving a couple of reps, you know, like in reserve. But that's how you're gonna get stronger. Pushing a failure all the time is just not gonna get you stronger. And you gotta take those breaks. So like 3 weeks in a row, we'll say, I've been doing this for years. So let's just give you the timeline of 4 weeks. In a 4 weeks span, so I start off with like 75% the first week. And then the next week I'll go like 85%. And then the third week I'll go 95%. So I just went heavier each week. After that, the fourth week, I take a deload week. 50 to 60% of my 1 rep max of the max weight that I just left off on Thursday. And then I let my body relax and stuff like that, and then we go from there. That helps me to recover. That helps me to, you know, be where I need to be. The recovery is the number one thing, and that's what people don't understand. It's all about recovery. It's not about you working out. That's only going to break down the muscle. You got to recover. This is how I can be a top athlete. This is how I can do what I can do. You got to pay attention to those little things. And when you do, you will see the benefits from it. I got probably out the nutcase. We're at 9.84. So it looks like we're going to probably have to go to the second part. First part's coming up, so it's only 10 miles. We still need 2 more miles after that. So I set a goal. No matter what, I'm gonna accomplish it. That's where I'm at now, and you know. And again, you gotta remember where I'm at right now. 23 years in the making, bro. Everybody, please listen to that. 23 years in the making. This shit did not happen overnight. Took me so many failures and how to learn from those failures to be where I'm at and even have the strength, the endurance that I have now. So, oh yeah, I just forgot to. I just got an email the other day, man. I signed up for an adaptive CrossFit tournament. Starts October 8th. So I got to start throwing in a couple CrossFit workouts, man. So this is here's another world competition. We did 10 miles. This is another world competition. I won that world competition back in 2018. The division for adaptive CrossFit has grown so much over the years. It's basically at a professional level, which is unbelievable. I never got that title. So I did when I won the Wodapalooza, I was just the Wodapalooza world champion, CrossFit Adaptive world champion. But now they have a title where it's the fittest. It's just like the CrossFit Games for the able-bodied people. They have it for the adaptive CrossFit Games. The fittest adaptive athlete in the world. I want that title. I really do. I want that fucking title. I don't care if it takes me in the next 5 years to accomplish it. I'm gonna try to accomplish it. I feel like that's something that I want to do. I need that title. It'd be a great accomplishment. It'd be great, something to look forward to and work towards, especially at my age. The only thing is right now is like this. So the competition's falling in my preparation of the World Championship. This is the World Championship, the Adaptive CrossFit Game. The official Strongman Adaptive Games. This is at a world level. People are coming from over from Iceland, the UK, United States. I mean, they're all over the place. This is going to be a world level. Now, CrossFit's different than Strongman. Strongman's at top strength. Now, I got a lot of strength, but the way that the adaptive Strongman competitions and stuff go on right now, they have a mix of abilities. Some incompletes, amputees. Now in CrossFit, when I won the world title, I went against all those people. But again, CrossFit's different. It's more of an endurance. I won the endurance workouts, and that's how I won. I lost all. I placed top 3. I'll say, I think a couple times 4th in the strength sports. Those guys outbeat me because they just had more ability, more stability, balance than I had to be able to control that heavier weight and throw it up. But I beat them in the endurance exercises. And I'm going to tell you, hey, it worked out, you know. I study myself. So right now I'm trying to get bigger. So that's another thing. I'm gaining more weight, which is putting more pressure on my body. Eating all that food. So, you know, CrossFit right now would be hard. It's not gonna lie. It's an endurance sport. I'm doing endurance right now, but I haven't done endurance like this, like consistent. I've been literally just pushing heavy ass weight. That's what I've been doing. Trying to build that capacity up because I want to be the strongest in the movements that I have to practice, you know, for the strongman game. But I think I can do it right. I've been doing this for a very long time. I am a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach. I've studied exercise science. I know how to properly, you know, work my body and do the things that's going to benefit me, but also not overwork me. So, if I do that, I think I can do it, you know. I really do. I think I can do it. And I think I can combine both of it, all of it together. Again, it's all about recovery. Training 3 days a week, pretty damn hard, is pretty much all you need. You know, you don't need all that training that people think that you do. It's not about how long or how much how much workouts you can do, or how long you can do, or how many sets, or how many reps. It's about intensity. How hard. You can do 2 sets for every exercise you do, and you just do those to like max failure. Obviously, heavier weight, so you don't have to go like 50 fucking reps. But even if you had to go 50 reps, if it took you 50 reps to get to failure, or close to failure, where you're leaving like 1 or 2 reps in reserve, that's really the best stimulus that you need for that exercise or that workout. That's one thing I've learned, and that's what I've learned from my idol, Stan Efferding, man. You don't need everything like you used to say. You're doing too much, because it's not about working out. It's about recovering. That's where you get your gains from, is recovery. If you recover properly, you will get what you need out of whatever you want. Physique, losing weight, more strength, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, healthier body, being healthier in life. That's what it's about. It's not about going, 100% all the time. You're just gonna wear yourself out, and you're just gonna, you could end up hurting yourself. I learned that the hard way, man. I've hurt myself quite a few times. Tore some rotator cuff fibers and stuff, man, by just working out, pushing myself too much. I always believed in the old school bodybuilding. If you're hurting, still, get in there, work out, push through the pain. Yeah, well, you know what you're doing? You're damaging that whatever's wrong more, and that's what you don't want. You don't want to do that. It would be better off to recover. Stan says this like right here. If you're sleeping 5 hours at a night, because sleep's number one, man. You got to sleep 7 to 8 hours. Your body needs rest to recover and to grow and to get better to whatever it is, even thinking properly. So if you are sleeping 5 hours and you're getting up to do, like, say, fasted cardio or cardio, you're basically stepping over $100 bills to pick up pennies, because that's how crucial sleep is. I'm in bed by 8 o'clock every night, and I try to get in bed by 9, 10 o'clock. I'm already sleeping. Everything's shut down, and I'm back up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I try to get at least 7 to 8 hours every night. It's some nights it's easier, some nights it's not. But I prioritize that because that's what matters to me. Is my recovery, so I can work out again, so I can, grow that muscle, so I can think better. Like I said, it plays so much of a role in your life, not just your physique or your health. It does for your health. Like, period. It's for your health. Sleeping, good quality sleep is so great for your health. Stan would rather prescribe more sleep than you have to bust your ass and get in more workouts. Fewer workouts are better, but just put in more intensity. Push your ass. Make your freaking body, like, wow, that was a hard fucking workout. I'm ready to rest the next day. Like, that's how it should be. So like I said, the past 2 weeks I did the events, working out 4 days a week. Now I'm going to go back to working out 3 days a week for 2 more weeks. I got 1 more week and then I got a deload week. I thought I had a deload week next week, but I don't. So I'm just not going to do the events anyways. I've done events twice in 2 weeks in a row. I'm good with those. We're almost there. We're going to take this one all the way up and go back up. We're going to hit over a little bit over 12 miles, but we're at 11.30 right now. So we're going to hit our mark. We did it. So anyways, yeah, I mean, that's all this information that I'm giving you is I've learned over the years, man. Studying it, following the best of the best in the fitness industry. There's so many people out there that you think's the best. Just because someone's got 10 million followers doesn't mean that they're 100% know what they're talking about. I follow guys that actually have won world titles, that are actually at ages that have been doing this for over 30 years. They know their shit. And that's what I'm talking about. Those are the people that I follow. Stan Efferding, Aaron Aragon, I think his name is, Lane Norton, even, what's the girl's name? There's a girl on TikTok, not on TikTok, on Instagram. She's a doctor, PhD. She studied brains and stuff of how, like, patients reacted off of, like, proteins and carbohydrates and what causes dementia and all that, which is actually sugar. Sugar to the brain causes dementia. It's not fucking because, I don't care what anybody says. You can argue all you want. It's proven research. It's not because it was in your family or anything like that. It's sugar to the brain. And you got to remember, carbohydrates with like excess fats and stuff, that can suck and really, when you're eating a lower fat diet with higher carbs, your body's utilizing those carbs more for fuel. Like right now, I'm eating, like I said, 380 to 400 to 500 grams of carbs a day, depending on how much exercise. Today's gonna be a lot higher day for me. But here's the thing, my body's utilizing that for all this energy that I'm using. When I get in a training session, I put in some heavy weight where I'm pushing myself pretty damn hard. And that's why I'm utilizing that energy source. If you don't utilize it, guess what happens? You store it in your body, and that's how you get excess weight on you. Period. If you're not losing weight, then you're not moving enough, and you're just eating too many calories. I mean, you can argue all you want about it. I'm just being, it's proven. There's no other way about it. The obesity rate in this world, not because of the foods or anything like that, it's still because you're eating too much. You can literally lose weight off eating McDonald's. Now, I'm not recommending that. I'm going to say it again. I'm not recommending that, but you can still eat McDonald's and fast food, Burger King and Subway and all these fucking places and still lose weight. I was on an eat anything in sight diet, and guess what? I lost weight and I stayed in shape for many years, eating whatever the hell I wanted. I'll tell you that right now. They say you can't do that, but I did. I just stayed at a certain amount of calories. I paid attention to my calories. I tracked all my calories. And I lost weight. And I stayed in shape, eating whatever I wanted. And we're at 11.78. I thought we'd make it by now. So we're going to have to go down and back, up and down the street to get in these miles. I told you I'm not stopping until I hit 12, no matter what. Even if the phone dies, now we're really in the sun. There really is no shade around here, so that's what I'm doing. We're gonna get it in, man. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. We'll go down the block, turn around, and then we'll head up in the garage. 11.88. We should hit it. This right here, just a little bit more to hit the 12. But I'm telling you, man, that's it, man. It's really not that hard. Even if someone thinks, oh, I'm only eating 1 meal a day. Well, what kind of meal is that? And how much exercise did you do? Or how much movement did you do? Because if you didn't really move, and you sat around all day and ate, you're not really gonna burn up those calories that you put in your body, so they're probably gonna be stored. That's why 10-minute walks after eating is very beneficial, because it helps you to burn those calories off, but also it helps you to bring down your insulin, bring down your blood sugar, things like that that are very crucial. 11.97, come on. Can we do it? Can we do it? 12. There it is. 12. Just hit it. Oh, I think this is the workout right here, going up this damn driveway. Come on. We made it. Whew, look at that, guys. We accomplished that goal. We did it. I am sweating so bad right now. Not gonna lie, can't wait to get into the shower. Sounds like someone's jamming in the house. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We were on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, so that was good. 12 miles today. Good little workout in. Good little session. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Man, I'll tell you right now. It wasn't even the pushing or the hand cycling. It was more of the heat. Again, thanks for the support, guys. Hey, check you guys later. Until the next time.